Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the God Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic Wednesday, wherever you are around the world. Of course, Liverpool have just drawn by 3 goals each, of course, against Newcastle, in what was, of course, for the neutral, I think a very exciting game. Obviously, Liverpool Newcastle is always a game that entertains, but I think more so on the Liverpool side of things, this does feel, I don't even know what the correct word is. I think, a bit of frustration, towards the end. The fact that Liverpool haven't walked away with 3 points. So, and again, I think a lot of Reds are thinking that right now and feeling that. Of course, too many mistakes has cost us 3 points, and not even little mistakes. I feel like very, big mistakes that can easily be rectified and sorted out. But of course, let me know how you a lot are feeling anyway in the chat down below as well. Of course, let me know your guys' reaction in the comments as well, because I'm very intrigued to know your guys' thoughts on it. Of course, there will be different thoughts and different opinions about, of course, Liverpool throwing it away. Then let's say that at least anyway, as well. But hopefully everyone is good as well. Apologies, my hair looks terrible. I've just come out to the bin. It's absolutely trenching it down as well. So that was brilliant just before I came on the show as well anyway. But of course, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna turn around and go look, every single player was awful, because there wasn't. There was one player in particular that was tremendously well, and that was Mo Salah. Mo Salah, for me, has been massively let down by his teammates. In many ways, I think, look, Mo Salah dragged us through that second half, and I feel sorry for Mo, because that type of performance wins you games. When we go back and of course we speak in towards May, and of course we look back at this season, that type of performance, if Liverpool had gone on to win that game, would be remembered, I think, for a very, very long time. But still will be. But I think Mo Salah, that performance deserved to be a victory instead of a draw. Like I said, I think too many mistakes cost us tonight. Certainly the defense. I think, again, certain times in the midfield as well. Darwin Núñez, for me, there needs to be a conversation around there, because look, he had opportunities to win Liverpool the game. He had again 2 very big chances for Liverpool to again get us over that line, and he didn't do that. He didn't again achieve that. And I feel very frustrated with Darwin Núñez in many ways. Not only him, of course. There's many others out there that I'm very disappointed in tonight. Queen Kelleher is one for sure. Of course, look, again, he's been tremendous for Liverpool throughout the last couple of weeks. But the simple, crucial moment that we need, a bit of a cool, calm head, he does not deliver. That is something, again, that needs to be rectified going ahead. Certainly, if Alisson is missing. But not only him, Joel Konza, I think, Joe Gomez as well. I think that both of them, that right-hand side, had a very poor game, in my opinion. I also do think that 2 of the 3 goals could have easily been rectified by Liverpool as well, and of course certain individual mistakes. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments. But big up John as well, saying, hi Connor, just one of these games, the ref was awful and we looked tired onwards and upwards. Yeah, 100%. Look, it was overall, it was a poor night. I did think the official was awful. I did think that he definitely tried to once again make everything about the referee in terms of, again, every single thing Liverpool was doing. Gravenberch, it was, he made 1 or 2 silly fouls that then he got both. Maka the same. Of course, Maka will miss the Merseyside derby now, which is a huge miss for us in that sense. Of course, when Trent come on, Trent made 1 foul straight away into the book. And when I think you look on the Newcastle side of things, I don't know, I can't even remember the last, the how many times Joe Linton made a foul on Gravenberch or McAllister and didn't get a yellow card. That is something, again, where, again, if he had made 1 or 2 fouls and then he got booked, again, I'd have no problem, because, again, that's keeping up with the consistency of what we see. what we did see, but there was no consistent level there. As soon as Liverpool player fouled, bang, yellow card. So as Newcastle foul happened, was never a yellow card shown. That for me again shows no consistency. But again, the referee should not be the point of view where Liverpool fans even look at. Again, Liverpool themselves need to be blamed in that self anyway. But big up Jack as well. Hope you're doing well. Disappointed, yeah. Disappointed again, lad. Just one of them. Kelleher has done well tonight. Just heads gone moment at the end. Yeah, look. He's in the barrel for me of the ones who made the mistakes. I've put in there. In terms of mistakes cost us. And look, for me, they did. I think Kelleher can. I think two. I think two of the goals. I think Kelleher can do obviously a lot better. The last goal is obviously especially. He's going no man's land again, and you think, where are you going in that aspect of things? He stays in his goal. He's got an opportunity to, even if Salah has the chance to score, again, Kelleher's there to stop it. But again, also saying that there was once or twice where Isak had shots and Kelleher made really, really good saves, and I'll give him praise for that 100%. But I saw something on Twitter earlier on, or just after the game, and I totally agree with it. I think Kelleher has been amazing, and I do think he's been tremendous for Liverpool. But again, when certain fans are saying, "Oh, Alisson needs to be dropped," this, that, and the other. No, like Alisson Becker, make sure Liverpool win that game tonight. Again, we've not seen Liverpool lose a game like that with Alisson in goal. Look, Alisson's made mistakes, of course he has, but Liverpool, we don't concede that goal towards the end if Alisson's in goal. It's never happened, will never happen. Touch wood. Anyway, of course. But look, in my opinion, it would never happen. Anyway, but look, time to reflect and go again on Saturday, of course, against Everton. But big up Hero, big up Adventure. Anyway, hopefully doing well as well. He's won us so many points this season alone. Gakpo, don't know why he never shot. Yeah, again, Gakpo had a little bit of a quiet game. Apart from. Again, some opportunities, but one guy again I want to talk about him more is Mo Salah. I want to talk Mo Salah for a big period, because that performance from me, watching it, was absolutely tremendous. When Trent come on, when Szoboszlai, again, when we talk about Arne Slot making impactful subs, when he brought on Lucho, Trent, and Szoboszlai, again, all three of them made impacts on the game and positive impacts. Certainly Trent and Szoboszlai, I think that three, Mo Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Dominic Szoboszlai, I think when that three came on, it changed the game for Liverpool, and I do believe that. But Mo Salah, we are talking about a player who, if he continues the way he's going, and Liverpool, continue the way they're going, Mo Salah will win the PFA Player of the Year by the end of the season. He will do. Look, he's now broke the record, I think, as well, for getting goals and assists, the amount of games as well. So that's one thing. Again, I think even now he's over 20 goal involvements throughout this season in terms of the Premier League. Outrageous. The fact that we are only, 14 games into the season, and he's taking the level up there. Yet again, Mo Salah's standard is up there. It is up there. And to make it even more funny, Mo Salah now has more goals and assists in the Premier League than what Eden Hazard ever did, or whatever made appearances in the Premier League. That is outrageous in itself. But we talk about, and of course, earlier on, obviously, there was news concerning contracts, and of course, we'll talk about that tomorrow in a video. But give him what he wants. He is currently the best player in Europe, Mo Salah, and there's no way he's dropping off a cliff. There's not. There's no evidence to suggest that. There's nothing there in substance to suggest that Mohamed Salah is going to completely fall off planet Earth in terms of his first of all, his availability, again, goals, assists, he is a machine this season. As plain and simple he is. And the longer and longer it takes us to, of course, get him a new contract, the more worried I am personally of him leaving on a free. 100%. And I think Liverpool need to do everything to keep him at this football club. Because right now, Mo Salah is involved in 71% of Liverpool's goals this season. That is outrageous for Liverpool to, again, with all the attackers we've got and all the quality we've got in the squad, for Mo Salah, for 71% of the goals Mo Salah is involved in. That's a ridiculous number. That's awfully relying on him. And again, Arne Slot mentioned it in the press conference, yesterday when he spoke about, again, obviously Mo getting the goals and assists, but again, he feels there's not an over-reliance on him. For me, there 100% is an over-reliance on Mo Salah because the performance level that he is producing and the way Liverpool are going, they massively rely on him. If he gets injured or if he's missing for a few games, thank God there's no AFCON as well. There might be a huge drop off, but we're also, and me also saying that, we're not taking into consideration, we've also got Federico Chiesa to come in. We've got Diogo Jota to come back as well. They will add quality to this team. And I would not be surprised, certainly by Darwin Núñez performance tonight, if we didn't see more of Luis Diaz in the 9 or even Federico Chiesa in the 9 as well. I wouldn't be too surprised by that as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts on Mo Salah, because I think as well, by far man of the match. I think, I'm just gutted for him that he didn't get, he didn't get the win. And we're not speaking about Liverpool making an epic comeback, and he's not the spearhead of that. I very much wanted that in terms of him, getting his opportunity for that. But overall, I'm just sad that Mo Salah hasn't got the goal that he deserves in that aspect of things as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts, of course, in the comments as well. If you're new around here, of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all of that good stuff as well. Where we buy on here anyway. Let me quickly scroll back up because I missed the Ventures comment. Not having a natural balance on the right of defense as well. Yeah, again, Joel Konsa's not a right back. Yeah, 100% not a right back. That needs to be fixed for Everton, of course, anyway. But Jack says Newcastle pressed us onto the next Christmas. Don't worry, though Trent will be back against the Ev. We've missed him tonight down the right. Turned the game when he came on. 100% they did. I think, to be fair, I don't think the players. I don't think the players really respected where Konsa was, and that might make me sound really weird in that aspect of things, but I think if you go and look at that first half, the amount of opportunities that that Gravenberch has to ping it to the right to Konsa, he's so open, he's in so much space and doesn't do it. Same with Maka as well. Maka did the same thing. He didn't take the opportunity to ping it to Konsa. And the one time they did, Darwin Núñez, I think it was, linked up with him. And again, he then creates a chance for Mo Salah then. And I think Mo had a very bad touch. And I think it went to Nick Pope then. That is something where you look at it and you go, Liverpool needs to be doing a lot better in that situation and giving him the ball. Exactly when Trent came on, instantly, Trent had the ball, we completely changed in how we played. I think maybe we should have brought on Trent a bit earlier, but of course we don't know how fit Trent is. I think there is possibly a question as well, is if Liverpool were 3-0 up, for example, or 2-0 up, would Trent have even come on? I do think that. I do think maybe there might even be the possibility of Wataru Endo playing the right back for Liverpool, if we was, of course, 2-3 up, but that's only ifs and buts in that aspect of things anyway. But Avenger says not having balance on the right defense didn't help. The fact that Gerald isn't playing centre back tells us a lot. Darwin wasted chances. Also, occasions where we didn't make the right pass, but we didn't lose. Yeah, and that's the huge thing. Of course, it is a big thing. And I think obviously right now, obviously it's of course a bit reactionary because again, I feel like Liverpool should have won the game. For long periods of the game though, Newcastle were very good, and they were. Look, I said in the pre-match show yesterday that I felt that Newcastle were one of these up and down teams. Like again, they've done really well against City, Arsenal, Chelsea as well. They did well against at times. But again, Newcastle at home a couple of weeks back, they ended up losing. And even tonight, again, I think their midfield outpressed our midfield. You could tell. I think if Trent was on the pitch, I don't think that would have been a problem because again, you've got a creative force in Trent to make one pass and it completely changes you. But I think the press from Tonali and Bruno Gomes, I think that and Joe Linton in that fact as well, them pressing McAllister and Gravenberch, and us then not having an out ball. I think the first half especially, we did suffer from that. But also I think on our end, I think the likes of Curtis Jones, I also do think the likes of McAllister as well, on the ball, they wasn't as good as what they normally are. And in terms of, again, creating, again, that balance in the midfield, it wasn't there in the first half, and that was really missing. And you've seen that. But yeah, the ref let Joe Linton get away with a lot tonight. Yes, he did. He really did. And look, that isn't even me saying it likely really let him off with a few things. But Ali wins that for us in the end, but game management needs to be better. Stupid decision to give them a dangerous free kick at the end. Curtis Jones' fault. I know Jack's not going to like that. It's Curtis Jones' fault. The last foul that allowed the free kick. Pass it. You are the lone six. You've been given that. Obviously, you've been given that right because, of course, we took off Gravenberch and we took off. We took off Gravenberch towards the end, and of course, Curtis Jones was the lone six. Pass it. You've got Kelleher behind you. He's trying to force it a little bit, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, you genuinely don't need to do what you're doing. Just again, control, calm. And this is what I mean. Like, again, not to nail that thought process again. Obviously, Curtis Jones is not a six. That's not his fault. Liverpool need a Martin Zubimendi. We need Martin Zubimendi in that position. Tonight was the perfect example. Ryan Gravenberch has been amazing in the six. When you take him out, you're relying then on McAllister. You're relying on Curtis Jones, Wataru Endo. They're not the types of players to calm things down and make sure you gather 3 points and you go on and you keep cool, calm, and collected and keep the control in the midfield. The control was gone, and that is something that's cost us tonight and something in the future. And I think even in January, it needs addressing, and I know at the moment, I think if you asked anyone, would you rather sign new players or, get the contract sorted? Of course, it's get the contract sorted. But if we can do that while also signing Martin Zubimendi, go and do it. Because, again, that's a prime example again today of what a player like that can do with this team, in my opinion. And it's just my opinion. But you need more control in that midfield. You need to be better. And in certain aspects, we wasn't tonight. And look, for me, it needs to be a lot better. Jota will come back in on the 9, 100%. Would agree with you on that venture as well. Big up Doug as well, saying Keller has been superb, but that was a clanger tonight. He'll learn from it. I don't think either team deserved to lose. That was what one game of football. What a game of football! Sorry. Let's go and smash the blue shites now as well. Walk alone, 100%. Doug, hope you're doing well as well, mate. But Mo Salah is now top goal scorer in the Premier League. Yes, he is. Outrageous, truly outrageous. Points gained on Arsenal too. They lost to Newcastle. True. In that sense, again, we've they've lost to Newcastle. The big one, I think, is the Merseyside derby. We normally draw that game, and I was speaking to Rick off camera before the game, And he asked me, will I take 4 points? And I said no, because I thought genuinely we could beat Newcastle and Everton. But now that game against against Everton is huge for Liverpool, because it's a must win. You need to put a statement out there for the rest of the weekend and go, right, we can beat we can beat Everton, go on again, and then we got Champions League, and then we got Fulham the next weekend. That for me is the big one. Beat Everton, and then you can go and, of course, hopefully go on and then again build the lead back up, if you will. Anyway, but Mo did best he could do. Mo was unbelievable. I don't blame Mo Salah tonight. Mo Salah, was let down by his teammates. 100% he was. Also, Anthony Gordon is a diving. Yep, I'm not going to repeat that. Thank you, Doug. Yes, no, he is. And look, of course, it was going to be Anthony Gordon who scored. I said that anyway. But yeah, no, like I said, Merseyside derby next. That's the big one. For Liverpool, of course, they've come off a 3-0 win against Wolves tonight as well. So again, to start their December, I think if you look at Everton's run of games coming up, I think they play everyone in the top half of the league over the next 5 weeks. So again, Liverpool must win the Merseyside derby, and it is a must as well. And look, I'm hoping for a reaction as well from the Reds, because look, I think all of them will be there now tonight going, that should have been a 3 points. We should still be 9 points clear. Of course, we're 7 points clear at the moment. Of course, there's still a long way to go, but we need to again solidify what we have in front of us, and that is to go on and win the Premier League title, and that's hopefully what we do on Saturday anyway. But I am gonna have to leave it there for tonight, guys. Apologies for the short show. Again, I did say it'd be 15 minutes and I've been 22 already, so again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. The show will be live again tomorrow at 9 p.m. or even 8 p.m. Just keep your eyes open for that. Might be 9 p.m, but keep your eyes open for that anyway, of course, or just check out our socials. Of course, we'll be live, and of course we'll let you know when we're going live anyway at the COP Council on Twitter anyway, and of course keep your eye for the channel anyway going live. But look, disappointing with the draw, but hopefully we can bounce back, regather for the weekend, and hopefully we'll have, of course, fresh faces like Federico Chiesa, who played for the under-21s tonight. I think he also got a goal tonight as well, so hopefully we'll have good news there as well for the weekend. But look, what a player he is, what a player Mo Salah is, and look, he is currently the best in Europe, and we need to keep it going to be able to go on to win this league title. And I do think it is there to go and win. And yeah, let's fight back on Saturday anyway. But we'll be live tomorrow anyway. We're going to talk about the contract situation, of course. Of course, David Ornstein did come out with news, so we'll be live tomorrow for that anyway. But until next time, that's going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the COP Council. Please hit a like, hit the subscribe button as well. I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ra.